Most people have already cast their judgment on Sean Puffy Combs. In the court of public opinion, the media, public, and even former allies seem to have made up their minds. Puffy, once a music and entertainment mogul, now stands accused of heinous crimes that threaten to not only end his career, but completely alter his legacy. However, this case is not just about legal battles and tabloid headlines. It touches on the deeper complexities of how money, power, and influence can shape justice in the modern world. Sean Combs' immense wealth and connections have allowed him to cultivate a network of powerful allies who have largely stayed quiet as the allegations against him continue to grow. With the ability to hire the best legal defense team and pull strings behind the scenes, one question looms large. Will this case ever go to trial, or will Combs' circle of influence make sure the truth stays buried? Today, we will explore the vast network of influential figures who have been part of Puffy's life, celebrity icons like Usher, Justin Bieber, Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, and many more. These are individuals who have walked alongside Combs during his meteoric rise to fame and in his most turbulent moments. Their silence speaks volumes. As we examine their connections and the history behind their relationships with Combs, we'll consider why some of the most powerful figures in the entertainment world might want this case to disappear. Number 1. The allegations, a dark cloud over Puffy's empire. At the heart of this scandal are shocking allegations of sex trafficking and sexual assault against Sean Puffy Combs. These accusations go beyond tabloid drama. They strike at the core of an industry often characterized by exploitation, where the most vulnerable individuals are controlled by those in power.
To win over and over and over.
Sex trafficking and assault allegations, a legal and moral quagmire. In late 2023, Combs was arrested on charges of sex trafficking and sexual assault, marking the culmination of years of rumors about his lifestyle. For years, whispers circulated through the entertainment industry, but few could have predicted the severity of the allegations. The charges brought against Combs carry weight far beyond the typical celebrity scandal.
Doesn't come out into the forefront.
Sex trafficking, as defined under federal law, involves the exploitation of individuals for commercial sex acts through coercion, fraud, or force. If proven true, these allegations could signify the fall of one of the most powerful figures in music. The accusations point to a pattern of behavior where Combs allegedly manipulated and exploited vulnerable individuals, particularly women.
This looks great. I think it's
using his wealth and influence to control their lives. Several women have come forward with stories that paint a grim picture of manipulation, coercion, and even physical violence. The Cassie lawsuit, a major turning point. The most high-profile accusation came from singer Cassandra Ventura, better known as Cassie, who filed a lawsuit against Combs in 2023.
for like the weekend of the 14th.
Her lawsuit detailed years of alleged abuse, including manipulation, coercion into participating in what she referred to as freak-offs, and even physical assault. Cassie's lawsuit rocked the industry.
Savage! I'm a savage!
In her complaint, she claimed that Combs forced her to engage in sexual activities with others at his command, creating a toxic and exploitative environment where she felt trapped. She also alleged that in 2018, Combs broke into her home and assaulted her. But perhaps the most suspicious element of this case was how quickly it was resolved. Just one day after the lawsuit was filed, Combs and Cassie reached a settlement for an undisclosed amount, bringing the case to a close without ever going to trial. While settlements like this are not uncommon, they often raise questions about whether the accused is using their wealth to avoid further damaging revelations in court. Settling the case does not mean Combs is innocent or guilty. It simply means both parties agreed to terms without going to trial, which for many suggests there may be more victims or secrets yet to be uncovered.
On the right track.
I don't think that he should be judged like he's not a human being or he's not a teenager that has to hit some stumbling blocks. You know what I'm saying? It's just not fair to make him
a pattern of allegations, a broader issue in the industry. Cassie's case may have been the most publicized, but it is far from the only accusation against Combs. Over the years, multiple women have come forward with similar stories of exploitation, claiming that Combs used his power and influence to manipulate them. Some of these cases have been quietly settled out of court, while others are still under investigation. For years, the entertainment industry has been home to stories about Combs' notorious parties, his lavish lifestyle, and the young women who were frequently present at his events.
Like the categories and the way they pick the winners is so different and so on the edge. It's more entertaining, more of an entertaining award.
These rumors have always existed in the background, but it wasn't until his 2023 arrest and the FBI raid on his properties that they took center stage. During the raid, federal agents reportedly gathered evidence related to the sex trafficking charges, casting a wide net over Combs' business dealings, his associates, and the various properties he owns. This case, more than just a snapshot of Combs' personal life,
Conceptions about me.
What's your biggest strength?
My belief in God.
What's your biggest weakness?
highlights a broader culture of exploitation in the entertainment industry, a world where powerful men often use their status to evade accountability. As the case against Combs unfolds, the question remains, will it quietly disappear like so many others? Or will this be the moment when the industry's darkest secrets finally come to light?
To hear how they feeling about certain situations. And you get the news quicker than the news gives it to you.
Number 2. Usher, the protege caught in Puffy's world. Sean Combs and Usher Raymond IV have a complicated history.
To New York City, and I lived with Sean.
When Usher was just 15 years old, he was sent to live with Puffy while working on his debut album. What followed was an experience that would shape Usher's life, career, and perhaps his understanding of power and control in the music industry.
Ain't know nothing about this shit. Oh. I was having a good time.
Usher's early days, a learning experience or something darker. In 1994, music producer L.A. Reid sent Usher to live with Puffy to learn the ropes of the music business. At that time, Puffy was already a major player in the industry, known for his fast-paced lifestyle, extravagant parties,
That dream to be somebody, and wanting to make this
and ability
culture-
to turn artists into superstars. However, life at Puffy's mansion was anything but ordinary for a teenager. In a 2004 Rolling Stone interview, Usher reflected on his time living with Combs, saying that it introduced him to a world he had never experienced before, specifically sexual behavior.
Let It Burn?
Yeah.
That's one of your favorites?
That's my favorite.
Cool, dig it.
Usher described how walking into rooms at Combs' parties often meant witnessing inappropriate activities far beyond what a teenager could comprehend. In subsequent interviews, including one on The Howard Stern Show in 2016, Usher has described his time with Puffy as wild. When pressed for details by Stern, Usher dodged specific questions about what he witnessed, fueling speculation that he had seen more than he was willing to reveal.
To New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs.
Usher described the environment as filled with curious things he didn't fully understand, leading many to wonder what exactly took place during those formative years.
In here, why you got me in clubs? There were a lot of things I seen.
Usher's silence amid the allegations. In the wake of the recent allegations against Combs, Usher has remained notably silent. He hasn't commented on the charges or his past relationship with Puffy.
Eating all my cereal. Man, you doing Vegas in a pink suit. Got it.
Even as the public continues to speculate about how much he knew or witnessed. Usher's silence has raised questions. Could he be deliberately distancing himself from Combs to avoid being dragged into the scandal? Or is there more to the story than he's willing to share? Usher's unique position as one of Puffy's earliest proteges places him in a precarious spot. Any public statement could be crucial to future legal proceedings, and his silence suggests that he may be trying to avoid incriminating himself or tarnishing his own reputation. Number 3. Justin Bieber, the child star under Puffy's influence. Another young star who became part of Sean Combs' world is Justin Bieber. Like Usher, Bieber was introduced to Puffy early in his career.
For the next 48 hours, he's with me. So.
At the age of 15, just as his meteoric rise to fame was beginning. But with recent allegations against Combs, questions have arisen about what Bieber might have experienced during his time under Puffy's influence.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Bieber's early relationship with Combs, a mentor or something more. In 2009, when Bieber's career was still in its infancy, he began spending time with Puffy, often appearing in videos and photos together. One of the most notable instances of their time together was a YouTube video titled 48 Hours with Diddy, which documented Bieber spending time with Puffy over a 2-day period. In the video, Puffy jokes that he's going to show Bieber every 15-year-old's dream, and Bieber is heard saying, "Let's go get some girls," to which Puffy responds, "A man after my own heart." At the time, this seemed like playful banter, but in light of the recent allegations against Combs, the video now feels unsettling. Was Bieber being introduced to something darker behind the scenes? Was the teenage star being exposed to the toxic elements of Combs' lifestyle, much like Usher before him? Bieber struggles with fame and his silence today. In recent years, Justin Bieber has spoken publicly about the pressures of growing up in the spotlight. In a 2020 interview, Bieber described how difficult it was to navigate fame at such a young age.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and
saying that the people around him would tell you they love you, but turn their backs when things got difficult. While Bieber has never mentioned Combs specifically, many have speculated that he was alluding to the older figures in his life who helped shape his early career. Adding to the intrigue, in 2023, a song went viral on TikTok in which Bieber was said to sing about losing his soul at a Diddy party. Although the song was later debunked as AI generated, it tapped into the public's growing curiosity about what Bieber may have experienced during his time with Puffy. Like Usher, Bieber has remained silent on the allegations against Combs, leaving the public to wonder, what did he witness during his time with Puffy, and why hasn't he spoken out?
Where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills.
Welcome to the family, John.
Number 4. Jennifer Lopez, a high-profile relationship and a scandalous past. Few celebrity romances have been as high-profile as the relationship between Sean Combs and Jennifer Lopez.
Looking into her eyes more, spending more time with her, and I just fell in love with her.
To have somebody who by your side who understands what you're going through, and at the end of the day.
In the late 1990s, their relationship was constantly in the public eye, and they were often seen as Hollywood's ultimate power couple.
Fire, everybody hits the ground. We get out of there, we just fleeing.
But beneath the surface, their relationship was marred by controversy, including a nightclub shooting that forever changed their lives.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. You know, I didn't. I thought he was like...
The 1999 nightclub shooting incident, a turning point. On December 27, 1999, Combs and Lopez attended a nightclub party in Manhattan when gunfire erupted, leaving 3 people injured. The couple fled the scene along with Combs' bodyguard and rapper Shine. Following a high-speed police chase, their car was pulled over and a stolen gun was found inside. Lopez was arrested along with Combs, though the charges against her were quickly dropped. Combs and his bodyguard faced a weeks-long trial, during which Combs was acquitted of all charges, while Shine was convicted and sentenced to 9 years in prison. Despite the acquittal, the incident damaged Combs' reputation, and Lopez distanced herself from the scandal, eventually ending their relationship. Lopez's strategic silence in light of new allegations. Since the recent allegations against Combs have emerged, Lopez has remained conspicuously silent. In fact, she has rarely spoken about her time with Combs at all, even as speculation about their relationship continues to grow. In her 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, Lopez mentioned that she had been mistreated in past relationships, though she did not name Combs directly. Lopez's silence has led many to question what she might know and why she hasn't spoken out. Given her prominent position in the entertainment industry, speaking up could potentially reopen old wounds, not just in her personal life, but in her career as well.
Oriented and a kind of a, the married type. I was actually, when we first worked together on the video, I was married, even though I was going through problems. Nobody knew that, you know what I mean? And I wanted my family, and even though at that time it was not going well, you know what I mean?
Number 5. Puffy's social circle, friends or foes. Over the years, Sean Combs has built one of the most powerful networks of friends and associates in the entertainment world.
All right, not too late though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late, because once you get...
From Hollywood stars to music industry giants, Combs surrounded himself with influential figures who attended his lavish parties and celebrated his success.
I feel great. I'm like kind of speechless in the sense of, we just won for undefeated documentary, best documentary, and I'm just here. I want to hurry up, get in there and have a drink and celebrate.
What did that feel like when you heard?
But as the allegations against him mount, the silence from his famous friends is deafening.
With you so you can give me my flavor too. Is that how?
No. Check this out. My brother started in Africa. Imagine being in Africa. Check it out. With a dream to be a hip-hop star, that's like thinking really, really crazy that he's going to do that. He manifested that, came from Morocco, came and moved.
The infamous white parties, celebrity excess, or something darker. One of the hallmarks of Puffy's social life was his annual white parties, where guests were required to wear all white attire.
Just gets bit by a mosquito and he dies. We're with a charity this year, and I'm glad to attach with my boys' charity, and we're gonna do it every year with another charity. So thank y'all very much for coming. So let's party.
These events, held throughout the 2000s, became legendary for their opulence and excess, drawing a guest list that read like a who's who of Hollywood. Celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, and Mariah Carey were frequent attendees, solidifying Combs' status as a cultural tastemaker.
Okay, we gonna have DJ Cassidy right now get on the ones and twos. We fed y'all, we gave y'all some drinks, now it's time to enjoy life. This is
While the parties were symbols of wealth and fame, recent allegations have raised questions about what may have been happening behind the scenes. Were these simply lavish celebrations, or were there darker activities happening at these events? And if so, how much did Combs' celebrity guests know? Number 6. The defense strategy. Wealth, power, and influence. One of the most significant factors in Sean Combs' defense is his immense wealth and influence.
My ass in front of like 20,000. I'm talking about like when you fall flat on your back. But I tried to do to play it off. You know how when you fall and you act like there ain't nobody seeing, you just keep on rocking. But it was like, I just felt I was embarrassed for like weeks.
The ability to hire the best legal team money can buy, Combs has a major advantage in navigating the legal system. But his defense strategy goes beyond the courtroom.
They're going to be 3.
They're going to be 3.
Yes.
Little girls.
Yes, little girls. Yeah, they're going to be 3 in December.
Are they spoiled rotten?
Yep.
Are you strict? Do you let, because obviously you can give them anything they want. Do you make them realize that every
high-powered legal defense, a case that may never see a courtroom. Combs has access to some of the most elite lawyers in the industry, attorneys who specialize in representing high-profile clients in cases involving serious allegations.
The 15, I don't...
They're not dating?
No, they're not. Not that, they better not be dating right now.
They're 15, they've got to have boyfriends or girlfriends or something. That's an age you start like being interested.
I didn't know.
These lawyers are known for using aggressive tactics to keep damaging details from becoming public, often settling cases quickly or filing motions to dismiss charges entirely. Cassie's lawsuit, for example, was settled within 24 hours of being filed, raising suspicions that Combs' legal team is working to ensure that no further incriminating information reaches the public.
But I heard that you were.
Public relations and crisis management, controlling the narrative. In addition to his legal team, Combs is likely relying on a team of crisis managers and public relations experts to help control the narrative surrounding the allegations.
Most high-profile rapper assassinations in history. He launched a record label that dominated the charts and redefined the rap genre, along with a clothing line and a cable channel. If you're thinking, someone should really make a documentary about...
These professionals specialize in shaping public opinion, using media outlets and social media to frame the story in a way that minimizes damage to their client's reputation.
Appreciate life, and it made me want to do things for the greater good.
How do you carry on this legacy?
I wanted to make sure that this dream meant something at the end of the day.
One common strategy in cases like this is to focus on the client's positive contributions, such as their charitable work or business success. In Combs' case, his team has already emphasized his role as a philanthropist and businessman, working to divert attention away from the scandal.
New York area that grew up and was influenced in hip-hop and took hip-hop to another level.
Number 7. Combs and Jay-Z, a friendship under scrutiny. One of the most significant relationships in Sean Combs' life is his decades-long friendship with fellow music mogul Jay-Z.
Him opening up about his infidelities in the Family Feud video.
Yeah. I mean, that's what music gives you the power to do, and I think that...
Together, they have shaped the landscape of hip-hop and built multi-billion-dollar empires. But with the recent allegations against Combs, their friendship has come under increasing scrutiny.
Here. We just something about it. Then she performed the song, and I was like, okay. Okay, then, we sat down and we talked. And they were talking about how she would stay in the studio and try to get the verse over, and then come back.
Jay-Z's silence, a strategic move. Jay-Z has been one of Combs' closest friends for years, and their relationship has always been one of mutual respect and collaboration.
Great. Okay, so you're having a party. What song do you kick it off with?
Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, The Show. You have to try that one.
Now, you've gone on the record saying that your white party is up there with the top 3 that you've ever
They've
thrown.
worked together on numerous music projects, and their business ventures have helped solidify their positions as 2 of the wealthiest figures in the music industry.
No.
Did he put it out there?
No, I wasn't.
No.
I was surprised about Lemonade, but I wasn't surprised about...
You were. Why were you surprised about Lemonade?
I mean, I just didn't see it coming. It was just like...
But since the allegations against Combs emerged, Jay-Z has remained silent. This has led many to speculate about why one of Combs' closest friends hasn't spoken out in his defense or against him.
I think like the rest of the world, and I think it was genius. I think Beyonce did a great job, and she tackled something that a lot of women have had to go through, and also Jay on the other
There are
side.
several possible explanations for Jay-Z's silence. It could be a strategic move to protect his own reputation, as any association with the scandal could damage his carefully curated public image. Alternatively, Jay-Z's silence could be a sign of loyalty to Combs, suggesting that he's supporting his friend behind the scenes without making any public statements.
Their family stayed tight and together, and they were able to weather the storm, and that's a shining example of a couple that stays together through the good and the bad.
Number 8. The feud with 50 Cent. An old rivalry resurfaces. While many celebrities have chosen to stay silent about the allegations against Sean Combs,
yeah, but just real friendship.
Friendship, but not with Diddy.
One person who has not hesitated to speak out is 50 Cent.
You know, more than they love good news, no matter how you look at it.
The two have been engaged in a long-standing feud that dates back to the early 2000s.
They knew I was talented, they just looked at it and was like, I don't want all of the stuff that comes with it.
And 50 Cent has wasted no time using the recent scandal as an opportunity to reignite their rivalry. The other origins of the feud. The rivalry between 50 Cent and Sean Combs began in the mid-2000s when 50 Cent attempted to sign rapper Maze to his G-Unit label. At the time, Mace was signed to Combs' Bad Boy Records, and the deal fell through after Combs allegedly demanded a large sum of money to release Mace from his contract. Since then, 50 Cent and Combs have taken public shots at each other, with 50 Cent accusing Combs of exploiting the legacy of the notorious B.I.G. for profit. Their feud extended beyond music, with both men competing over their respective vodka brands, Combs with Ciroc and 50 Cent with Effin' Vodka. 50 Cent's comments on the allegations. Since the news of Combs' legal troubles broke, 50 Cent has used social media to mock Combs and draw attention to the scandal. In one post, 50 Cent wrote, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done," implying that Combs' time of avoiding consequences was over. More recently, 50 Cent announced that he is producing a documentary series about the allegations against Combs, which promises to reveal the full story behind the lawsuits.
Every day. Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in. Okay. No, we ain't fucking with that. I got notes now. I'm trying to get my life together.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
The series, produced through G-Unit Film and Television, is expected to delve into decades of rumors and scandals surrounding Combs. While 50 Cent's comments may be fueled by their long-standing rivalry, they have also brought renewed attention to the case, placing Combs back in the media spotlight. Will this case ever see the light of day? With so many powerful figures involved, one critical question remains: will Sean Puffy Combs ever face a public trial? His wealth, connections, and influence provide him with significant advantages in navigating the legal system, and his network of celebrity friends may be working behind the scenes to ensure that this case never reaches a courtroom. While some, like 50 Cent, are eager to see justice served, others, like Usher, Justin Bieber, Jennifer Lopez, and Jay-Z, have remained silent. Their silence, combined with Combs' financial resources, raises important questions about accountability.
Yeah, about that. But he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping. Yeah. I thought he needed some clothes.
What? I'm a nice guy. I mean,
Why do you? Hey yo, I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really have a beef?
I mean, y'all can't see.
No, we can't
Y'all
see.
can't see that he loves me. You really hold on.
Can someone as powerful as Sean Combs truly be held responsible for his actions, or will this case be quietly settled behind closed doors, with the most damaging details never seeing the light of day? What is clear is that this story is far from over. The legal battle surrounding Sean Combs will continue to unfold in the coming months and years, and its outcome could have far-reaching consequences for the entertainment industry as a whole. Whether or not this case ever goes to trial, it has already changed the way we view the intersection of fame, power, and accountability in Hollywood. Only time will tell what the final chapter in this saga will be, but the forces working behind the scenes are vast, complex, and deeply entrenched. The real question is not just whether justice will be served, but how far those in power will go to protect their own.